Okay, hello. So this is going to be a walkthrough of Dubsado. So welcome to this video. For those of you who are new to using Dubsado or are currently looking for a CRM that can support your business and your client management, then this video is going to show you exactly how you can do that. So to get started, we are just going to dive straight in. So inside of my Dubsado test account, and what you will see is that we are on the dashboard screen. So whenever you log into Dubsado, you will come straight into the dashboard screen and you'll be able to have an overview of everything that's taken place inside of your account. So we have at the top here, we've got our search bar, so we can search for our clients and our client projects. We also can see the little inbox icon. And what this means is you can actually see what emails have been sent inside of your account. And then we have notifications. So anything that is a new update inside of Dubsado, you'll be able to see that inside of your notification bar. Then we have our settings. So in this area, you can update all of your back-end settings inside of your system. So you've got your brand specific settings, you've got your colors, you can add in your details. Also, you can update your dashboard color scheme if you wish. Also have access to your portal settings, and in another video I will show you how you can update your portal. If you do have a team, then this area will allow you to invite your users to work inside of your system. Set your settings. So I'm based in the UK, so you can have your international settings set for your system specifically. This will allow you to connect your payment gateway so that you can get paid with Dubsado. And don't forget to update your invoices with your terms as well. And then we can connect our email account. So when you are using Dubsado, you definitely want to ensure that you have your email account connected so that you can send emails and receive them as well. And there are also other tools that you can integrate. So my favorite is Zapier. Oh my gosh, it is amazing for automation. And also QuickBooks if you use QuickBooks for accounting. Xero is a new integration that was rolled out in 2020 that you can use. And conferencing is another new integration. So you can now connect your Zoom and your conferencing for your calls. CloudSpot is great, especially if you are a photographer and you have clients that you want to be able to open up for photo galleries. Next, a great area is that you can actually map URLs. So in this account, I haven't done that simply because this is my test account, but you can map your URL. And so what that means is you won't have to worry about Dubsado showing up in this area. It will actually show with your domain. And then we have in this area the custom mapped fields. So you can create custom mapped fields, project mapped fields for your clients or your client projects in this area. So you can ask specific questions that relate to how you work and what key information you need to collect from your clients. And then we have just general settings. So this really relates to your schedulers. So for example, if you are using the Dubsado scheduler for your client appointments, then you will come into this area and you will use this. So there are two settings that you need to be careful of. So if you use if you're using two calendars, then I would highly suggest turning this setting on, and it will filter across your different brands. If you only are using the one brand, then just keep this off and keep this setting on, and then Dubsado will just ensure that all conflicting dates are cross-checked. And so next you have your account settings, your billing, notifications, what you want to receive in your emails, and then your affiliate dashboard to recommend Dubsado to your friends and get paid for it. So in this area at the top, we then have your help question. Dubsado has an amazing help community, so make sure you take full advantage of their help center. You can book in a tour. The Facebook community is incredible. Any release notes of new updates will be found here, and you can just contact them straight away. So that's a quick walkthrough of the top tabs that you see. If we come back to your dashboard, you'll be able to also see what financial goals and how you are doing. So if you are using the financial settings, you'll be able to track your goals, and you can create new financial goals just by clicking on the pencil, selecting your goal and selecting the time frame, monthly or yearly. and your dashboard will actually update against your goals. This area will show you what open invoices you have. So if this number looks crazy high or crazy low, just come across it into your reporting, and if you click the drop down arrow, your invoices, you'll be able to go through and see your invoices, and we'll look at that shortly. Next, you have your revenue indicator, which will show you against your goals how you are doing in your revenue. And then we've got any recent updates, so invoices that have been missed, contracts that need to be signed, counter signatures is what you need to sign as the business owner, any workflow actions that need approving, and then you can also click to find out about latest updates. Next, we have your calendar. So this is everything that, if your calendar is synced to Dubsado, everything will be inside of this area. You can create your appointments, project or tasks in this area, and you can change the view. So you can have a calendar overview. You can view your calendar on a weekly basis or a monthly basis as well. So it just shows you exactly what is outstanding, and on a weekly basis, you'll be able to see the days, and a monthly basis will show you exactly what needs to be seen over the month. Perfect. So you can just see your full month calendar. And so if we scroll down, you'll also be able to have an overview of your finances, so your income, expenses, and your profit. And then Dubsado will also show you any tasks that are currently assigned to you as a business owner. So you can see that there's a summary of tasks, the client project that it's attached to, the assignee, and the due date. And you can also add tasks. You can duplicate tasks in this area. You can click off any tasks that you've completed as well in this area. And so that's your dashboard. So next are your projects. So your projects are your client projects. So anyone who has come into your system either as a new lead, so they've filled out a lead capture form, they will sit in this area. Anyone who has signed a contract will also sit in this area. So that is really the difference between leads and jobs, is that anyone who hasn't really signed on to work with you will be sat in a lead bucket. And then it's really down to you to update the project status inside of this area. So you can really organize your clients according to how they're working with you. And you can also add new projects manually in this area as well. So if you customize this and you want to organize your client projects a lot better, what you'll notice is that I have different buckets. So I've got a new inquiry, discovery call, onboarding, and then these will be the clients who have actually signed on to work with me. So I've got my retainer clients, my intensives, contracts that have been completed, and I can update the client status in this area accordingly. So this is a really great way for you to stay organized and keep your client projects organized. Then we've got an area for you to manage your reporting. So this isn't a must, but this area will allow you to just have an overview of your business as well. So where you're in project sources, this is where your leads will come from. So there's a key question that you can ask your clients: how did you hear about me? And this area will organize that. So you'll be able to see where your client projects found you and how many. So if you are getting a lot of leads coming through Facebook, for example, you'll be able to see that. And it will be a great way for you to keep a track of your marketing, so you know to focus your marketing efforts on Facebook. If you have a lot of inquiries coming through LinkedIn or through networking, again, you can keep a track of that. If you have a lot of referrals, then you know where your marketing is working the most. So this is one of my favorite areas that will allow you to keep on top of what's working in your marketing. Next is your project breakdown, and this will just give you an overview of your inquiries, where your projects sources are coming from, again, your marketing, your leads, where you're found. It will also give you an overview of your finances as well. Invoices is a great way for you to view your invoices and see what payments have been made, what's overdue, what is still upcoming. And so you can also toggle the tab to see only overdue invoices. You can export this area as well into CSV file. And you can also just see all of your invoices in this area. Now you are able to delete any invoices, so you can just hit delete. Anytime you go to delete something in Dubsado, you will always get this prompt to say, are you sure? Yes, I am. Just hit delete. And you will also get notifications to let you know if something can be deleted or not. So in this case, there's a payment that's been applied. If someone has made any payments, you will see this applied. And also, if you have synced your QuickBooks with Dubsado, you will also be able to see if that invoice has been synced with Dubsado as well into your QuickBooks. So you'll also be able to see that. So you can see here we've got a couple of payments. So that green tick just shows that that has been paid, but these invoices are all still overdue. So that just helps you to see what is outstanding. But this amount will also affect your dashboard. So where you have invoices inside of your open invoices, that's where it will affect your dashboard. So whenever you see this figure, just go into your reporting and invoices and just make sure it's up to date so that your dashboard stays up to date. And again, your transactions in this area will just show you exactly what transactions have been coming in, the payment method, the date, and what amount was received. So you'll be able to have a clear overview of all of your finances in this area. Your chart of accounts will do the same. So it will show you exactly what your income is versus your expenses, and you can also export this as a profit and loss statement. You're able to change the view, so from year to date to the last year or the last 3 months, you can choose how often you want to see these statements. And then you can actually have a look at your report. So that's another way for you to see what your net profit is versus your sales. So you can really get in depth with your financial reporting inside of Dubsado. And that's reporting. So next is your calendar. So what is amazing is that you can actually see your calendar. So you can manage it inside of Dubsado if you wish. It will import your appointments from your Google Calendar. So if you have synced your calendar, then it will bring it into Dubsado and you'll be able to view your appointments plus all of your invoices. If you've got projects ongoing, it will add it all into your calendar and you can view it from this area as well. Your tasks. So this is an area that is not greatly used in Dubsado, but if you want to manage some of your tasks for your client projects, you can, and you can create your tasks as one standalone task, and you can also build out boards as well. So if you're familiar with tools such as Trello and Asana, you can actually create boards with your various tasks that will help you to manage how you work inside of your business, and you can also share these with your client projects as well. So this is just a great way for you to do some minimal project management inside of your business. Next, we come across to utilities. This is just your general overview of how your system is working. So we can see that we have a form list. So these are all the forms that are attached inside of your system to your client projects. So you can see who has what form attached. It just gives you a great overview of that, and whether it's been sent, whether it's been completed, and you can also delete the form as well. So that's just a great way for you to get an overview of everything, all the forms in one area. Next, you have your address book. So this is basically your client address book. So these aren't necessarily people that you are working with. So just because you have a name in this area doesn't mean that they have a client project attached to them. This is literally just a way for you to keep all of your contacts in one area. So it is literally that, just your address book. And then your time tracker is there to allow you just to track time. So if you want to keep a track of the time you're spending on a certain client project, you can do that using the time tracker. And so now the big part is your templates. So this is where you can create all of your templates. Now, when it comes to setting up your Dubsado, I highly recommend actually using your templates and starting here. So open up your account, get a feel for how it works, run through all the different features, and then focus on creating your templates. So your packages is where I highly recommend starting first. Your packages are how you get paid. So you can add a new package and you can actually use this to bill your invoices, bill your clients. So if you add your package, you can add in your description. This is going to build out your invoice for your clients. That's what it's for. So you want to use this to name your service, and then you want to actually add in the price details in this area. So as you can see, you would put down what would be on the invoice, what the name is, the description of your package, how many this would be. So if you're a service provider, it may just be one type of package. Add your price, and then you would want to just add that item. If you have connected your Dubsado to your QuickBooks or your management accounting tool, then you can add in your tax item as well. So that's just a really great way for you to manage your packages, and then you can actually use this later on down the line. You can also add discounts in Dubsado. So you can see that I have a discount here. I've given it my name and the percentage that is off and what the discount code is. And so this is a really great way that if you do have certain discounts on packages, you can also create these in here as well. So I love this feature. Next would be to set up any payment schedules. So if you have payments that you require a deposit for, this is perfect for you. So you can create your payment schedules, and then you can also add in reminder emails as well. So as an example, I have a payment schedule which I have called a deposit. So my client would pay 20% of the invoice, and that's as soon as it's applied to the invoice. 2 weeks later, they'd have to pay 50% and then 30%. And you can see that I've mapped that before the project start date and then after the project start date. And then there are payment reminders attached. So I will have emails that will go out. These are automated emails that will go out. And the TBD basically will populate once this is attached to my client project. So that will basically show the date that these emails will be sent out. These will show the due date of the invoice. So for example, if it's the 1st of January 2021, then this will populate as 1st of January 2021, and then all these dates will auto populate according to the sequential dates to follow after that. So it's super smart, and you can build out your payment schedules exactly as you need to support your payments, so that you can ensure you get paid exactly when you need to. So the next area that I would focus on are your canned emails. So this is going to take you some time, and basically your canned emails are your email templates. That's exactly how they work inside of Dubsado. So 3 areas that you'll see at the top. We've got templates that you can edit. All of these templates, I highly recommend going through every single one and updating these exactly as you need. Personalize them. What you'll find is that they are very, very generic. So they will go out. For example, the contract completed email will send out straight away. So I highly recommend going through each one of these emails and ensuring that they read well to your client. You want to ensure that they speak to your client exactly as needed. And then to create a new canned template, select new canned response. You can add in your title. So this is the title that will show in that file of all of your emails. And then the subject is the email subject line. And then the body is obviously what goes in the email body. And then we have lots of smart field options that we can choose from that will make it so much easier for you to build out a very personalized email. So I absolutely love this area. It's amazing. You can create smart fields for your client, so first name, last name, build out invoice details. You can add in your business details. You can add in date variables, links, appointment details. So there is so many options for you to really build out key personalized emails. The next thing that I also recommend is adding in your custom email signature. So this is mine. It's an image, and I do have some text in there that is responsive. So I highly recommend uploading an image into this area, uploading your G Suite email signature so that this will go out with your emails as well. And then another great tip that I love to show is to organize your emails. So at the moment, because this is my test account, you'll see that I've just organized my emails all with test. But what you can do, what you'll notice is that I have a scheduler. These emails are for a scheduler. And then I've also got inquiry response. So then I know that these relate to an inquiry response. And this is really great to help you build out your workflows when you get to that stage. So the next part of the templates is your forms. So we'll have a look at the forms. And so you see there are 5 different types of forms, and there is also an amazing template library that gives you so many ideas on the types of forms you can actually use. They have forms for all types of different business owners, and these are real forms that have been uploaded by real users. So we've got florists, we've got wedding providers, virtual assistants, social media specialists, coaches, calligraphy. So many different form options that you can choose from, and you can preview the forms as well. You can preview the form types, and you can actually save these down to use inside of your business as well. So these are really great for helping you get started, giving you some ideas, tips and inspiration on how to use it. But in general, you have your lead capture form. So this is your inquiry form, and the best thing about the lead capture form is that you can use this to start off a workflow inside of Dubsado. So for new inquiries or new applications to work with you, use the lead capture form, and you can connect a workflow to this form. You can share this form on your social media platforms, you can share it in your emails, and it will just help you to bring in new interested clients into your system, and you can have automated emails going out straight away. The proposal is the next step, and this will be the form that you can attach your contract to, and you can also attach your packages and your invoices. So the proposal allows you to get paid in 3 steps. It's so amazing. So what's also great about the proposal is you can also create a public proposal, which means that you can again use the public proposal like a lead capture form, and you can share that with on your social medias, in your emails, but you can get paid and clients can sign your contract with you straight away. So I love the proposal. If you haven't discovered it, I definitely recommend diving in and having a look. So we'll jump over to the contracts because they are the next sort of step. So you'd send out your proposal, and your client will no doubt sign your client agreement. So this means that if you have been using external client agreements, you can basically use your contracts in this area. So this is the next thing that you can use. So your clients will sign the contract, you can sign it as well as the business owner, and that brings your client into your services. So the next step that you would have is a questionnaire. So once your client has signed their contract, paid their invoice, then you may want to send out a client questionnaire, an intake form to collect key details. So that's what the questionnaire is for. You can also use this to send out a welcome pack. You can send any sort of key details, services guides out to your clients. So you can get really creative with the questionnaires, and you can also upload PDFs as well. So this is the only form area that will allow you to upload PDFs and send it out to clients. And you can see that I've ticked the arrow, and I can select a PDF file from my computer and just add that in. So sub-agreements are the next thing. And so a sub-agreement is if you already have a client project with a contract attached, but there might be a modification, or perhaps you need to just have a design proof for you to move forward with a project, you would use a sub-agreement. And so in this example, they would show as a form inside of the client project. You can only have 1 contract per client project. So that's where you would use a sub-agreement. And this will help you a lot to continue working with your clients if they are still under the same project and under the same contract, but you just need to either update or get their agreement on another part of the project. So use your sub-agreements, and this works well. And that's your forms. That's the breakdown of your forms. So the next area under the templates is the scheduling tool. So if you are using calls and you want to have a scheduling system for your clients, you can actually use this in Dubsado. Even though it says beta, they have built it out to be quite sufficient. So the scheduling tool will allow you to use as many templates as needed, and then you can also have one-off schedulers and also scheduler groups. So if you have scheduler groups for coaching clients, for example, you could literally have a group of templates. So you might have an SOS call, you may have your weekly one-on-one call, and maybe an intensive call for your clients. So you could group them all together and send out a group invite to your particular client. Now, in this area, you'll see that there are basic and advanced settings. You can choose the name of your scheduler type, your call type. You can choose how long the appointment is. You can choose how open the range is for your clients to be able to actually book with you. And you'll also be able to update your calendar exactly how you are available. So this is so amazing for you to use going forward. Next up, you can attach, so you can see my Zoom link is in there, and you can attach your own as you wish. And you can also include a canned email template. So this will allow you to, this will be the email if you're sending this in a workflow that will be attached. So it's super amazing. There are so many advanced options as well. You can put buffers in there. You can attach confirmation emails and forms as well. So a great tip is that if you are using the scheduler for your website, for example, then attach a lead capture form, and again that will connect to a workflow. Schedulers cannot start a workflow for you, but you can find a workaround with the lead capture form to do that. So you can see that you can attach invoices, you can use discounts, and you can also set up your automated reminders for your clients. So it's just amazing the different options you can use for your scheduler. And so once you've got your scheduler template set up, so you've set up all of your content, your templates are in place, this is where you can now implement your workflows. And your workflows are really what is the magic of using Dubsado, because they bring automation into your business. So basically what this means is that you can now use your workflows to build out your lead capture process, your onboarding process. And so if I click on these, you'll see that I have some workflows in place already. And then just clicking on this area will allow you to see that there are different actions that you can add. So you can send emails, you can attach tags, you can update your project statuses, you can also start new workflows, you can pause the workflow, start a new workflow, send appointment schedulers. So there are so many different actions that you can choose to really build out a custom process in your business, and then you can choose exactly when and where and how. So depending on the action you select, so if I select a form, for example, it will open up a card, and then I can select my form templates, my canned email templates, and I can apply that, and that will build out my workflow for me. So this will go out over and over again for every new client project it's attached to. So you can also archive your workflows, you can update your project workflows, so you can always come back in here, update the templates as well. So these are all templates, and so once they're attached to your client projects, you'll be able to just update them as you need. And so inside of your client projects, you can actually, everything that happens inside of your client projects will happen specifically for that project itself. So if we just have a look at the client project, you're able to have an overview of everything. And I may do a separate video on this to walk you through exactly how your client projects work. So let me know if that's something you would love to see. But as an overview, you'll be able to see the title of your client project, the date, you can see all the key information that is attached to your client project. You can also see the emails that have been sent, invoices that are attached to your client project, the forms, appointments, workflows. So all of the templates that you have in this area will now, anything attached to the client project, you can actually change, and it will only change for this particular client. So this is just an amazing way for you to manage your clients in one area in Dubsado. And so the final thing that I will share with you is the client portal. So this is an amazing way for you to actually share details for your clients so that they can have access to their forms, their contracts, their everything that they need while they're working with you. So I will just log in, so they have an exclusive login area. And if you open it up, you can really customize your client portal. As you can see, this is just a custom area for my test account, but it has in some key business info. The clients can see what unread emails they have, forms and invoices as well. All of their incompleted tasks or actions are housed on the front page as they log in, so they can see it straight away, all of their forms and invoices and everything. I absolutely love this. Then they can actually access their projects. So this is the actual client project, and they can see what the project date is. Any appointments that they have booked, they're able to actually have access to see those. Any invoices, they can see what's complete versus what's not, their forms and all the status. You'll see that I've also linked in a Google Drive. So this is another way that you can actually connect your clients. And so the Google Drive is there. They can link back to that as well. Then they can also see their emails that have been sent to them. So the clients can log in and they have access to all the emails that have been sent. And they can also update their own profile details. So the client portal is such an amazing tool, such a great add-on to add to your client experience. And you can share this with your clients when they are working with you, so you can see how they can log in and log out as well. And so that is the overview of Dubsado. I really hope that this has given you an idea of what you can expect in using Dubsado in your business and how it can help you. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see more details, more specific trainings on using Dubsado and how you can actually manage your clients inside of your business using this amazing tool. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later.